Welcome back, friends. After the initial scare of Sloven Jessip's ghost encounter, the player characters convene in the parlor on the street level of the Shield Street Manor. Muzahi's terrible fright from seeing the ghost is dispelled upstairs by Stanford, who uses a powerful wand on the necromancer. There is nothing anyone can do about Muzahi's unnatural aging from the encounter. The player characters take stock of their situation and try to assure Stanford that the ghost is waiting in the laboratory for them to perform a certain task that will release the spirit of Sloven Jessip and solve the matter for good. As the group tries to come up with a plan to appease the ghost and rescue their companions, an urgent message is delivered to the Manor from Bosco, their boss at the Northern Shipping Company in the dock wards of Waterdeep.
I need my best security team at my office on the docks today, gentlemen. The Northern Shipping Company is losing money faster than rats off a sinking ship. Hurry! Your 1/10 ownership depends on it.
The player characters know that getting Elaith to visit the basement as the ghost demands is going to take some serious planning. They realize that they cannot lose their shares in the Northern Shipping Company if they plan on staying in Waterdeep for the rest of the year. The PCs decide that they will get Bosco's job done, whatever it may be, and then focus on a plan to rescue their companions from Sloven Jessip's ghost. They get Philibert to drive them into the dock wards and visit Bosco's office a short time later.
Well, look what the tide finally washed in. Still hungover from the Fleet's Wake ball? Time is money, gentlemen. We've got a big problem. It's time to batten down the hatches, lads. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects the wind to change. The realist adjusts the sails, boys. We need to adjust the sails on this problem, so I hope you're not 3 sheets to the wind. We're between the devil and the deep blue sea on this one. The problem is, we've had a shipment of illegal cargo brought in and needed cold storage until its delivery to our customer, one of our best customers. The warehouse we normally use for questionable cargo that needs to be kept cold has changed owners after the cargo was already stored. The new owners decided our original payment wasn't enough and are demanding more. A member of our delivery team was stabbed 2 days ago in a confrontation with the new owners. No watch patrol was involved after the incident, which tells me they know extortion and attempted murder are more serious than some innocent cargo that may or may not be illegal. If those bastards were on the up and up, the watch patrol would already have our cargo. I need you to get in that warehouse tonight, boys. Get in there, get our cargo out, and burn the bloody place to the ground. The Northern Shipping Company is not to be crossed, gentlemen. Oh, for Umberlee's sake, lads, do not get caught by the watch.
Eventually, the player characters get around to asking Bosco what this illegal cargo contains. Burning a warehouse down and killing the guards inside are serious crimes. What could possibly be worth all that trouble?
I thought you'd never ask. Cheese, gentlemen. Glorious, precious cheese. The finest cheese in all of Baldur's Gate. The Cheese Guild in Waterdeep has cornered the market in saleable cheese for the last 80 years in this city. A spoiled batch was brought in 80 years ago, and several hundred died of dysentery. Waterdeep's cheese guilds blamed it on the unsanitary and disgusting conditions of other cities' creameries. No imported cheese has been allowed in the city since. It's bloody criminal.
The meeting with Bosco ends as the sun sets. By the time the player characters arrive at the warehouse, it is dark. Philibert drops them off, and the group confers with the delivery team that remains in another alley and out of sight. There is a few wagons and other Waterdavians on the streets of the district, so the player characters try not to draw attention to themselves as they scope out the warehouse. With several entrances to the building available, the PCs come up with a plan and knock on one of the warehouse doors. As they mill about the door, they have the unfortunate luck to be approached by a city watch patrol. Muzahi is forced to produce his documentation from the Watchful Order, showing his registration as a mage in the city of Waterdeep. Eventually, the patrol moves down the street, and the player characters decide they need to make a move quickly. The PCs knock again at one door, while Rufus sneaks in through the other. It works fairly well, until Rufus makes too much noise and is discovered by the guards inside the warehouse. Rufus takes some serious damage, and the group's mage tries to blind the PCs with a color spray. Muzahi casts an Evard's black tentacle on the table in the middle of the guards. Reinhardt comes in swinging. Eventually, the player characters prevail, but Rufus has been hurt badly, and everyone has taken damage during the melee. The group quickly locates the cargo from the cold storage and open the bay door as the delivery team pulls up and loads the illicit cheese. The group takes some time to look in the other piles of crates inside the warehouse before spreading lantern oil around and setting the place ablaze. Muzahi uses the Voyager staff to teleport the group back to the Shield Street Manor as the warehouse is engulfed by the fire. The player characters arrive right on target inside the Shield Street Manor's dining room. Stanford tells the PCs that both Ashley and Zane have been calling for them from the laboratory. He also hands the group an urgent message from his master, Elaith.
Gentlemen, our opportunity has arrived. The young sultan from Kalimport, Hazma, is outfitted and ready to venture into the Undermountain tomorrow night through the Yawning Portal's well. I hope I can count on you to see this through. I will have my driver pick you up at the manor. You will receive further information while underway. Be equipped with everything you need for a short foray into the dungeons of the Undermountain.
The group feels they have limited options if they want to save their companions from Sloven Jessip's ghost. Perhaps they can convince Elaith to come to the manor after dealing with Hazma and his adventuring group in the Undermountain. They prepare themselves to venture into the dungeon complex while they wait for Elaith's carriage to pick them up. The group visits Sloven in the lab and assures him they will deliver the elf by tomorrow and he can get his revenge.
Well, it's not getting much better for our player characters, is it? Thank you for watching.